What's up, everybody? It's your boy Aloe back with another banger. We got the face cam on for this one because we know y'all want it when you. And let's see here. Today we're gonna be ranking all of the godlies. We got 3 new godly drops, so I wanted to include them in the tier list because it does kind of change things a little bit. So we're gonna be ranking the godlies, and this isn't like a reference. You have to reference my old tier list for this. I'm gonna be like ranking the godlies against each other. So if a godly is in D tier, that doesn't mean it's in D tier against all the units. It's just in D tier for the godly, like, class. So, yeah. So just take that into account. Alright, so we're going to go in order of, I guess, inclusion from the game. Or in order as I find them, I guess. The first godly that was added into the game is Thanos. And the thing about Thanos is his stats are actually not bad. He starts off as like a better Red Hulk, a better Spawn. So he already has a lot of utility like that. So that alone would probably put him like B tier, and you can place 5 of them. So that alone would probably put him in like the B or the C tier. But the thing is, if you play him right, you can get yourself a free 5 to 10 waves. He's in like the must-have spot for like any group. Now, if you were soloing, maybe you want him, maybe you don't. But like, I would definitely consider putting him on your team because he's gonna guarantee you 5 free waves. So you gotta get him up. Well, I'm putting him in the A tier. He's not the best of the best, but he's definitely mandatory for infinite runs. He used to be in the battle mode strat, and for story mode, classic mode, he can be really good, but if you're gold grinding, he's not very useful. That's why he's an A tier, not S tier. He does kind of fall short a little bit as he's not super useful. Now let's take a quick look at his stats here. Give a quick briefing on the stats. Never mind, I don't even have the stats on it. Kind of lame. Alrighty, so moving right along to the next godly tower added. I believe that was Mizon. Now, the problem with Mizon is DPS-wise, not quite there. Not quite there. Compared to other ones. So, like, would I ever recommend spinning for Mizon? No, we're putting Mizon in the C tier. If you ended up with it randomly from pity, you might be able to fit it on your team. Definitely has some utility in, like, maybe, like, in insane modes and stuff. But I wouldn't necessarily go for him. Alright, let me see if they have his stats up here. Yeah, they do. So that's his attack there. You see it's line AoE. He's kind of expensive. He used to be the most expensive unit. And again, look, decent range, but again, the problem with him is his damage only goes up to 2k for 1.9. That's nothing compared to what you're going to see coming up. If you're lucky, he might double hit though, but that's a glitch and you can't count on it. Okay, moving right along to the Armored Titan. That was the next godly, I believe. Yes, that was the next godly added. I believe a week or 2 later. Let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. The problem with the Armored Titan is it's just not good. Again, it's a lot like Thanos. It's like a bigger Thanos with bigger range, bigger AoE maybe, and like more damage. But she only plays 1. And damage-wise, he ain't there. He just ain't there. And his cost isn't good enough. They had to buff him so many times. We'll go take a look at his stats for you for a second so you can kind of get a fair comparison here. Again, not bad at the start for 4k. Honestly, that's really good at the start. Actually, not really. That's not really good. That's okay at the start. You're looking at like the same cost as like a Red Hulk, but Red Hulk is literally way better. And even maxed out, again, he has a really low SPA, but with that damage being so low and that range being so low and the cost not being low enough to justify it, and the fact you only place 1 just makes him not worth it. Alrighty, after that, I think this is when we got the big godly drop. Lots of godlies happen. So Luffy, S tier, easily. Don't even have to look at his stats. If you're playing any story mode, if you're playing battle mode, He's necessary. Honestly, for infinite mode runs, he might be necessary depending on how good your team is, but we don't personally run him for our infinite modes. So he's really good. He's necessary in 2 out of 3 modes. Honestly, he's the first godly I recommend anybody to get. So definitely check him out. Let's see. Also in the update, Madara. Ooh, the thing about Madara, he is... Oh, this is kind of tough here. Like, the problem with Madara is Naruto is honestly better. Is a better pick, but Naruto's a divine, right? But the thing is, the fact that Naruto exists makes Madara not as good of a value. So that puts him in the A tier. Of course, it's a boy. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. Like, if Naruto didn't exist, Madara, he would be in the S tier. But because Naruto does exist, A tier. Also, Madara's doing a crazy amount of damage. He triple hits, along with like 40 or 50k plus damage. Let me pull up the stats right quick for you. Yeah, maxed out. Hit triple hit, so it's doing like 150 damage. And if you get him higher prestige, even crazier. But he does have that crazy SPA. But again, the triple hit makes him ridiculously OP. Honestly, needs kind of unbalanced there with the triple hit. That's just way too good. Alright. Oh, wait, no, I messed up. Jotaro came first. I'll probably get a lot of comments for that. Jotaro, he's okay. He's not a must-have. He's not as effective as you would like him in battle mode, etc. Can't really use him for store. He is mandatory for infinite mode, but I don't think I would pick him up. But I mean, he has more utility than a Mizon or an Armored Titan, so B tier for sure. Alrighty. Anya. Anya came about in that Dio update. Anya is S tier. Hear me out. Damage-wise, Anya may not be all there. We're talking about 40k damage when she's maxed out. However, she does have the puppet ability. Basically, the puppet ability is going to make your gold grinds go way faster. It's going to help you get farther in infinite mode. It helped us reach the world record. However, it does not work in battle mode. So, if you even want to play... most people don't even play battle mode, so that's why I didn't take her down a tier for that. But if you're doing any mode, mandatory, and again, Anya's almost always on my roster, only when I forget to equip her. Whenever I do my gold grinds on stream. So make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, hit that like button. Specifically the bell, because then you get notified for my live stream, so you get free gold when I grind. Let's see. Let's make sure. What else? I missed Shenron. Oh, man, I'm going a little bit out of order. It's okay. Shenron S tier, battle mode mandatory. Makes your gold grinds go way faster. Infinite mode mandatory as well. I mean, we did get to 121, which was the world record, except for our world record. So, maybe technically not mandatory, but mandatory in the sense that it is going to get you that higher wave. And makes store mode take way faster. Battle mode necessary because of the fact that you basically double your damage for 30 seconds. So what Shenron does is, for 10k gold, it's an ability, for 30 seconds or more if you prestige. It's gonna do all your units on the entire field, no range or anything, will do 75% more damage. So yeah, crazy OP, must have, definitely S tier. Nothing else compares. Alright, Frieza. Honestly, B tier. Frieza has this cool poison ability, which is really OP on longer maps. However, the problem is with scaling and the maps that are new not being as long, kinda doesn't help as much, but in Valley of the End, Frieza is going to have a lot of utility. So if you're on the last map, definitely take a look at Frieza. But damage at SPA is crazy high. Let me show you that SPA. It's like ridiculously high. That's kind of why I'm not a massive fan of Frieza. This actually hasn't even been updated yet, so we can't show you the stats, but again, damage and damage is low, SPA is high, and again, we're getting, what's it called? You do get the poison effect, which is really OP, but again, not super great. As far as usefulness, useful in battle mode, I haven't tested yet, but I tested Froppy strats in battle mode. Really good for battle mode. Just to have one on your team. And you can place 3, which is nice. But overall, I don't really recommend it for anybody unless you're like top tier. Alright, Monkey. Monkey is definitely on the S tier. Monkey is going to have crazy range. If a unit gets past you, Monkey is going to destroy it. With a lot of higher waves having really fast units, Monkey is great because Monkey can hit like basically the entire map. Has the highest range of any unit in the game. Also, it's AoE, also lots of damage, and not super expensive. I believe it might be the same price as the Armored Titan. Alright, moving right along here. Let's see. I do have the Colossal Titan. I think we'll go with the Colossal Titan last. So we'll go with Yoshi. Yoshi Cage Kira. My friend, Tester friend, was super hyped on him. However, I just don't see it. His cooldown is just too high for what he provides you with the detonate ability. I mean, he's kind of good as a safety, though, if you really need it. But, like, overall, not super hitting. Honestly, I don't really see him being super useful in battle mode, infinite mode, or on story grind. So he's definitely going to be in the C tier. However, his damage output could be useful, a little more useful than the Armored Titan. Alright, let's see here. Let's make sure I don't forget anybody. I believe Colossal Titan is the last one. If I forget anybody, make sure tell me in the comments below. Colossal Titan, definitely S tier. Whoa, you may be like, what? The thing is, the nuke does 10x its normal damage, and his normal damage is like 40k. That's 400,000 damage for a nuke, and you can resell him. So infinite mode, he has a ton of utility. Battle mode, I'm gonna have a new battle mode strat video maybe coming out, but let's just say in battle mode, he's a little OP, not gonna lie. He's gonna allow you to win almost any game in battle mode if you're using him properly. So that's my tier list, guys. We got Luffy, Anya, Shenron, Monkey, and Colossal Titan, all in the S tier. All of them are great units to have. Thanos and Madara are in the A tier. They definitely have utility. However, you only really need one Thanos on your team, and Madara is beaten out by the new Divine, so we don't really run a lot of those anymore. Jotaro is okay. He's really great in infinite mode if you're trying to get the leaderboard. However, other than that, that's all you got with him. His damage is okay, not super hitting. Frieza, again, has some utility, but I don't really see him being used in story mode, so that kind of puts him down a lot. Mizon, just not good enough, not value for money. Way too expensive for what it provides you. Yoshi, again, I just don't see it being equipped on any of the top tier meta rosters. And lastly, the poor Armored Titan, same thing, just not really hitting that hard. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this tier list. Let me know if you want me to make more tier lists. Just focused on like different rankings. Maybe I'll make a mythical one next. That'd be fun. So I'll catch you on the next one. Blam Spot out. Peace.